Okay, let's return back to the conversation. The reason that what led to that sort of imagery or brain journey is that I have been watching Hannibal. I have been watching Hannibal this past couple of days for several reasons. And one of these reasons is that I have seen some clips of it randomly suggested to me. Some interviews of the cast as well. And so I got intrigued because the visuals of those clips are so it just looks like it's moving photography. It's so visually seductive. The clips that I saw, the mood, the composition, how it's so I got pulled. And also the writing, the lines that I saw, and one of which was when Hannibal said, killing must have felt good to God too. After all, he does it all the time. And I'm like, it just, you know how some lines or when something is so well written or somewhat philosophical or somewhat something that's so written that feels like he really thought about it in his own perspective, something that feels like a perspective that's unique to the person who wrote it. It kind of just scratches some corner of your brain, like how the puppy receives a belly rub, and it's so satisfying. Yeah, the line, killing must feel good to God as well. After all, he does it all the time, and aren't we created in his image? So that line, so I got pulled. I'm a mere human, and when I see something interesting, I wanna see more. Because it's not just, it's the double things, it didn't just grab me from one hand, grab me by the two, the visuals and the writing. I'm like, yes, my friend, take me there. So, because sometimes something can be very visually attractive, but the writing is not, I cannot feel the soul of it. But this, and the characters as well. The brains, the minds. Like, this is so interesting. The minds of the characters, they really have complexities. Yeah, they have complexities, and I'm attracted to this. When this is so attractive to have a look on the other mind of someone who is very complex, even if it's just fictional. So I watched. I watched. And by episode 3, I told myself, this is not for me. This is not for me. But then again, I said to myself, well, maybe the brain can get used to it. Maybe the brain will build some kind of, once it gets used to something, once it get used to something, it will get used to something. So I watched again. I reached episode 7, if I remember correctly, and I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I am finding it hard to sleep. I still would like to see more, but I know that this is not for me because of all those. It's like the brain telling itself that I'm not supposed to see what the inside of the body looks like. What's inside must remain inside. The physical, at least. The physical aspect of being a human, at least. Whatever things that's beneath this, the ribs, the organs, must not be seen by the naked eye. My brain is telling me this is not proper, this is not appropriate, I'm uncomfortable, and I should not see this on the outside. It's supposed to remain beneath the skin. That's why there is a skin to cover all these things. That's why we evolved. My brain is telling me this. That's why we evolved to have a skin to cover these things. And now, you, curious soul, is flashing images of the thing that is hidden to my eyes. I'm uncomfortable. Stop. That's what my brain is trying to, and I'm finding it hard to sleep. Even when the because sometimes you can feel it when a scene is coming and it's intense because there's the music and then there's the change of the movement of the frame. Maybe you can feel when an intense scene is coming, and I look away and I close my eyes, but there is still something that you can't avoid. It just bam, there it is. And even if you don't see what the actual, for example, crime scene looks like, the story, the build-up, what's happening to the people is like, is heavy. In the narration, in the all this, you really can feel what it's like to be inside the brain, for example, of Will, because it's shown. You're being walked through how he thinks, and it's heavy. I wish I can turn off some parts of my brain to properly enjoy someone's art, but unfortunately I can't. Even when I'm interested in the story, like I said, in the minds of the characters. I'm interested. But I'm not sure if I can continue watching it. Which again reminds me of that perspective that the art is when the art is working, when it's making you uncomfortable. I'm not sure if that's always true, but at least for me, it really gets me it reached my bone marrow and it's wriggling there. And it's waking me up at night. And for that reason, I don't think I can continue watching. Which is sad because I would like to see more.